Hey, good morning, everyone. We are live at Krista McAuliffe Middle School, and today we're going to be doing a cool chemistry science experiment with iodine. These 8th graders are pumped. They're excited. So we say, good morning, San Antonio. We'll see you in a bit.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, January 11th. We look forward to that.
We do. That's coming up. We'll check on weather and traffic in a moment. But first, let's get to the big story of the morning, the latest on that computer outage that caused the Federal Aviation Administration to ground all departing flights here in the U.S. for about 3 hours this morning.
Katrina Weber is at San Antonio International Airport and tells us why travelers' plans still might be up in the air.
Well, this board here has been telling the story all morning. You look and you see nothing but delayed flights. We do see some boarding now because of that lift in the grounding of the planes. But again, those delayed flights might mean problems for people down the road as they travel to their destinations, or perhaps their connecting flight. Now, if you take a look at the terminal, it looks like just another day. Things are pretty calm here, and they have been for most of the morning. Even when the FAA had grounded those flights due to its computer outage, they were still telling people to go ahead and go through security, to go to their gates as normal. So perhaps there are problems down there, but we never saw anyone here. Everyone seemed to be in good spirits, even as they didn't know what might happen down the road. Reporting from San Antonio's airport, Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
All right, Katrina, thank you so much. And yes, we are seeing departing flights now out of San Antonio, so that is good news here in the last hour or so.
That is good news. Also, good news, it's pretty outside, 60 degrees, warming up.
It is, but things have changed a little bit just within the last half hour. The fog has sort of shifted back over the city of San Antonio. So those flying out of the airport, let's hope the fog doesn't delay your flights now. I want to show you the fog map here where the visibilities have come down. And that does include San Antonio International down to 2 miles there. Randolph down close to about 1/10 of a mile, Stinson 1/4 of a mile, New Braunfels still close to 0. It's a narrow corridor here where the fog has been fairly thick, especially on the southeast side of San Antonio and down to the south. But again, some of this is starting to spread into the city as we speak. As you look at the bigger picture here, it also stretches down towards Pleasanton, Cotulla, and down to Carrizo Springs as well. Let's go outside for you right now, and that is the scene. Now, keep in mind, this is an elevated camera, but we are looking at some thick fog at the moment. 58 degrees reported at the airport. Dew point is at 55, and we've got calm winds. Pretty good setup for fog. It should lift within the next couple of hours, and then we'll get mostly sunny skies this afternoon. Turns into a very warm day. Temperatures up to 82 this afternoon, mostly sunny, and we'll see some pretty gusty winds out of the south. Temperatures will be slow to cool tonight, but eventually they will drop off, especially by early tomorrow morning as a cold front comes through. Pollen count, Mountain Cedar is high. It's at 4,760. Molds are low at 380. And with that cold front tomorrow, we expect that Mountain Cedar is going to take a jump tomorrow and Friday. So again, just a heads up here. With north winds 15 to 25 tomorrow, Mountain Cedar is likely to rise. Not what we want to hear. We're going to have another update on the fog and this cold front and what it means for our forecast for the rest of the work week coming up. Let's get over to Stephen now. Is the fog still causing issues in the traffic department?
Well, it's tough to say, Justin. We can definitely see it here on I-10 East at Loop 1604, but let's get a wider look and show you a lot of this whole lot of nothing, really. You can see it out there. Just a few traffic lights are working through the area. Now, I-10 East at Loop 1604 was a big problem spot during the early edition of GMSA because we did have some road work that was causing some massive delays for drivers. But you throw in conditions like this, the drivers are going to want to take it extra slow out there. But good news is we're not seeing a slowdown despite the fog being in place. But we take you back here at I-10 eastbound at Camp Bullis, where we do have a crash that was reported. Right now, this is the only crash that we are seeing from TxDOT, but you can see a little bit of yellow building in those eastbound lanes as you're making your way down toward Camp Bullis. So be on the lookout if you're traveling in that area. Let's give you a wide look of the map. And yeah, slowdowns still seem to be somewhat of the problem in certain areas. You could see it there along 1604, 35, 1604 on the northeast side, and a little bit off toward east of 1604 on I-10. That is due to some of the road closures that we've been watching very closely throughout the morning. But again, fog just seems to be the issue right now in certain areas of town, but it doesn't really seem to be impacting the majority of traffic. Let's get one last look here around town. You can see back there at I-10 at Frio, there at Woodlawn. Things look fine and clear there, but we'll keep a close eye on those spots, even those foggy ones, coming up a little bit later on. Guys.
Stephen, thank you.
Here's today's 9 at 9.
CNN has gotten the taped video interview of the former Uvalde CISD police chief that was recorded the day after the deadly Robb Elementary School shooting in May. In the interview, Pete Arredondo recounts what happened on May 24th and explains why he made the decisions he made. You can watch the full story on KSAT.com.
President Biden says he was surprised when his personal lawyers told him they found government records back in November. 10 documents were found that covered topics including Ukraine, Iran, and the UK. All have since been turned over to the National Archive, but Republicans are demanding answers.
Investigators discovered 2 weapons, torn clothing, and what appears to be bloodstains after combing through the trash in the search of a missing mother in Massachusetts. Anna Walsh was last seen on New Year's Day. Her husband remains in custody for allegedly misleading police.
Body cam images released from the New Year's Eve machete attack at Times Square. The suspect now facing federal charges in addition to state charges. The 3 NYPD officers injured have since been released from the hospital. Federal prosecutors say the motive for the attack was to start a holy war.
A former Missouri City, Texas police officer was executed last night in Huntsville. 65-year-old Robert Frata had been convicted of hiring 2 contract killers to murder his wife in 1994. The 2 men hired were also sentenced to death and are both awaiting execution.
Americans could soon be paying out of pocket for the COVID-19 vaccine and boosters. Moderna and Pfizer both said when the government contracts end, they're considering charging between $110 and $130 per dose. But there are assistance programs that can help people without insurance get their shots.
The Department of Transportation is giving Southwest Airlines 60 days to respond to complaints about the airline not making good on its pledge to issue refunds. More than 16,000 flights were canceled between December 21st and December 31st. The airline has to honor passenger refund requests within 7 business days if they paid by credit card and 20 days if they paid by cash or check.
If you are noticing higher prices for eggs at the grocery store, you're not seeing things. A bird flu outbreak, coupled with higher feed, fuel, and labor costs, have all helped to double egg prices over the past year. National average for a dozen hit $3.59 in November.
The Mega Millions jackpot has soared to an estimated $1.35 billion, the second largest in the lottery's history after there was no winner in last night's drawing. There hasn't been a Mega Millions winner since October. The next drawing is Friday night. Good luck. That's today's 9 at 9.
And if you're a true crime fan, then you're going to enjoy our Texas Crime Stories podcast. The first episode of the rebranded series is a story fit for Hollywood. The double life of a Balcones Heights police officer ending with a shocking shooting.
The debut of Texas Crime Stories begins virtually on YouTube tonight at 7. Hosts Erica Hernandez and Lee Waldman will look back on the killing and double life of Julian Pacina, a Balcones Heights police officer with ties to the Texas Mexican Mafia, during this exclusive KSAT Insider event. We have all the information on KSAT.com.
In your morning headlines, more details about President Biden's weekend trip to the U.S.-Mexico border.
The mayor of El Paso shared photos with the public that he showed President Biden when he was there on Sunday.
Mayor Oscar Leeser gave the president a binder of 60 photos saying he wanted the president to see the situation at the border through his eyes. The pictures show migrants sleeping on the streets covered in blankets and lining up for supplies.
I go out, whether it's at midnight, 1 in the morning, 4 in the morning, I go to the airport, I go to different areas. And I wanted just to take pictures to document as I was seeing it, not ever thinking I would be using it and showing it to the president. We went through every page and he really looked at him and saw that we are in a crisis.
President Biden spent about 3 hours in El Paso as part of his first visit to the southern border as president, but he was criticized for not actually seeing firsthand or meeting any of the migrants. Yesterday, the president was in Mexico City where he talked about new measures he says his administration is taking to make entering the U.S. legally more accessible.
And now to the West Coast, where new images are coming out of the flood disaster in California, and still more rain is headed their way.
Yeah, that deadly parade of storms has slammed the state in recent days, and as ABC's Christy Aletta reports, more evacuations are now underway.
This morning, the death toll is expected to rise from the catastrophic parade of storms slamming California. The unrelenting weather has dumped 36 inches of rain on parts of the state since Christmas, killing at least 17 people. 2 recent deaths were from lightning strikes, and a boy remains missing after floodwaters swept away his mother's car.
We've had less people die in the last 2 years of major wildfires in California that have died since New Year's Day related to this weather.
Now, forecasters warn the storms will continue for at least another week, with, quote, enormous cyclone poised to bring up to 10 more inches of rain to Northern California in the coming days. And east of San Francisco, the entire community of Planada has evacuated because of rising floodwater. In Southern California, Pasadena police say this driver of this Tesla lost control in the rain, slamming through a wall and into a pool. 2 teachers at a nearby school saw the crash and rescued the driver. Emergency crews had to pull a woman and a girl to safety after 2 vehicles ended up falling into this massive sinkhole. Another sinkhole in Santa Barbara County damaged 15 homes.
Hey, you missed the spot.
At Union Station in Los Angeles, golf carts were needed to shuttle passengers from the flooding. And it's not just California. 10 states are under alerts for severe weather. Christy Aletto, ABC News, New York.
9:09, 60 degrees, still ahead on GMSA 9.
Stories about federal officials considering a ban on gas stoves are getting a lot of attention and even triggering some backlash. Why you shouldn't panic if you do have a gas stove and what you should do instead. Plus,
we're at a new exhibit in downtown, and check it out. Black contemporary artists are sharing their stories and culture through different artwork. The message behind these pieces, next.
9:13, artists are sharing their cultural and life experiences in a new exhibit called Between Yesterday and Tomorrow, Perspectives from Black Contemporary Artists of San Antonio.
Tiffany Huertas joins us live from Culture Commons Gallery located behind City Hall downtown with what it means to the artists. Good morning, Tiffany.
Good morning, Mark and Stephanie. What an incredible exhibit here. Just check it out. Artists here are focusing on different experiences. They're focusing on religion, housing, transportation issues, and culture. Local artist Caldrick Dow joins us now. Good morning, Caldrick. It's always great to see you. Tell us about this exhibit and what is it all about?
So this exhibition is more about, African Americans coming together to tell their story, through visuals, which is great because each artist kind of tells a different story and creates visuals differently, which is great to see them all in one space.
Show us your piece and how the story behind it.
Okay, so we'll go over to this piece here. It's a collage piece that I'm working on that I've been doing all year. So this piece is portrait is really about, the culture of hair, barbershops is big, but, you focus on waves, which is really big in the culture. You got this strong, thick beard, and then just the facial expression, is really strong. So that's what I really want to do is focus on, strength when I create these portraits.
What does it mean to you to have the opportunity to share this with the community?
It's great because, African Americans don't really get representation in spaces like this. So it's good to have people come out and see themselves on the walls, and it's really a good dynamic, to create a community of, creation.
And it's a perfect time, a new year and a new exhibit here in downtown. Mm-hmm. What should people know?
People should know that this is something that's very unique because usually you'll see maybe one African American artist in one gallery somewhere, but this is, 8, 9, 10 artists coming together to give you like visual stories, right? So you have portraits, you have landscapes, you have all of these stories coming together to create this big one visually,
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us. This exhibit is free and open to the public starting January 19th, and it will be on display through November. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Thanks. That's cool. Taking a look outside with live cam, 60 degrees. Okay, we do have a foggy shot there.
We do.
What happened?
I know.
I mean, it's not that we didn't believe you, Justin, but all morning it's been crystal clear out there by the airport for the most part.
That's how this stuff works. You know, it's a definition of patchy fog, right? It shows up here and then migrates over here, and it'll be that way for another hour or so before we get rid of it completely. But it is thick in spots. The airport now seeing that visibility really drop. So let's look at the numbers. As we look around San Antonio, Stinson's down a quarter of a mile. Randolph has been pretty socked in most of the morning. Seguin and New Braunfels, same story, although we're seeing some minor improvement there. Pleasanton, you're close to zero. And the fog has tried to work a little bit further west, so that's why we're seeing it now at the airport. Port SA reporting quarter of a mile. If you're on the northwest side of town, though, fog really isn't there. So just be aware of the fact that depending if you're traveling, you may run into some of this fog, and it is going to be thick from time to time here over the next hour or two. This corridor fog, which is a narrow corridor, stretches down to Carrizo Springs and Cotulla as well, where visibility is down to about half a mile in Carrizo Springs. There again is the scene outside. Not much to see. 58 degrees at the airport. Dew point is at 55, and we've got calm winds. Here's the satellite picture, and we've got some high clouds on top of those low clouds and fog, so a fairly cloudy situation at the moment. I still think we'll see plenty of sun coming up later today. 58 degrees, as we said, at the airport, 55 Uvalde, 54 Carrizo Springs, 60 in New Braunfels, and a lot of places are right around that 60-degree mark. So that's where we'll start, but we should end up in the 80s later today. I want to show you some of the TransGuide pictures here, just to give you kind of an idea of where the fog is thicker. I-10 at Woodlawn, not so bad there. I-10 at UTSA near 1604, not so bad. But you saw the airport, and folks on the east side where the fog is certainly a little bit thicker. There you go, I-10 east at Loop 1604, can't see much at all. So that's, again, just kind of the nature of this fog. And it's due in large part to the added moisture that we have in the atmosphere. Dew points are now in the mid-50s, so it's going to be somewhat sticky this afternoon. Not too bad, not overly humid, but we do have added humidity in the air, and that is trying to spread north out ahead of our next storm system, which right now is sitting out to the west right there. There's some snow associated with it, and this front eventually slides through as we get into early tomorrow morning, and that brings about some pretty significant changes. It's not going to be just super cold behind this front, but we will get some changes. And out ahead of it, we've got some big time wind today across West Texas. High wind warnings in effect. There could be gusts to 60 miles per hour from Lubbock to Amarillo. That's where they're expecting blowing dust. There's also a high fire danger across West Texas today. We're going to feel some of those winds tomorrow, just not quite that strong. So let me time out this front for you. This is midnight. Winds are still pretty calm, but as we get to about 1, 2 o'clock, that's when the winds will begin to pick up. And by early tomorrow morning, this is 8 a.m., we're seeing gusts 30 to 35, maybe even up to 40 in some spots. So it'll be very windy tomorrow, a little cooler, so it'll feel kind of cooler outside. And know that these gusty winds may kick up the mountain cedar a little bit too. The wind should subside by tomorrow afternoon, and we'll see less wind as we get into Friday. Obviously, the dew points are going to drop off too. So this is the dew point trend today. Till we get to tonight, we'll have dew points in the 60s, and then they just fall off with that front. Much drier air tomorrow. So here's the temperature difference when we're talking about the impact of this front. We're at 82 today, hot and somewhat humid. Tomorrow, high of only 66, windy and dry. So about a 16-degree temperature difference with this front. Not a huge drop, but a noticeable one. 38 degrees Friday morning. That'll be some of our coldest temperatures Friday morning and Saturday morning, where we drop down into the 30s here in San Antonio. We could see a freeze in the hill country. 66 tomorrow, 65 Friday, 67 Saturday, and then we start to warm things up. 74 Sunday, 78 for MLK Day. Small chance of a shower there on Monday. Otherwise, mid-70s on Tuesday.
Should be pretty okay, though, for the activities that day.
Looks like it should be, yes.
Thanks, Justin.
Right now, we're at 9:20 on your Wednesday morning.
The Consumer Electronics Show wrapped up this past weekend, and there were some pretty oddball products that were showcased. We're going to talk about some of them in the next half hour.
Sarah and David are getting students at McAuliffe Middle School ready for this morning's Science with Sarah experiment. That's coming up after the break. Welcome back, 9:23. It is the first Science with Sarah of the new year. And this morning, Sarah Spivey and her assistant David Sears are out at McAuliffe Middle School.
They're with a group of 8th graders, and they're doing some iodine chemistry today. Good morning, Sarah and David.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Yes, we are doing a science experiment with iodine because when iodine reacts with starch, it turns a really cool color. And these awesome 8th graders here at McAuliffe are going to guess which foods contain iodine before we do the experiment. So, David, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here's what you need. You need iodine, first aid kit stuff. David, you were telling me a little bit about iodine back in the day, huh?
Back in the olden days.
Put it on cuts and stuff.
You put it on cuts and stuff.
People, of course, you still do that, but still. Okay, so you need iodine. You need 2 cups with water. You need various food items. We've got bread, apples, potatoes, bananas, and lettuce. You need cornstarch because starch is the thing that changes it a certain color. You need a pipette for the iodine, and this is important, a pipette.
Oh, I thought it was just like a little squeezer thing.
Or a squeezer thing. And this is important. You need eye protection because you do not want to get iodine in your eyes. You don't really need gloves, but iodine can stain. So the first thing I want to do is just display what happens with iodine when it mixes with starch. So David, I want you to
use
take
a little squeezer thing yet?
Yes.
Okay.
I want you to take a pipette of iodine,
or a squeezer thing.
a squeezer thing of iodine, and drop it into this cup of water. Okay, it's a deep yellow ochre color. Great job, David.
Thank you.
We're going to take some starch and we're going to put it in this cup and really mix it up good. Watch what happens. David, get a little more iodine in there because I really want you to show this pretty dramatically. So pour that whole thing in there. It turns a deep, dark, purple, black color.
It looks like grape juice.
It does look like grape juice. You can actually see it's a little bit more purple there when I show you that. So the deal with this experiment is these awesome 8th graders, you guys see what happens when the iodine and starch mix together? That's pretty crazy, right? They are going to test out these various food items to see what. Let's try the bread.
Okay.
What's your hypothesis?
Bread has got starch in it.
Yeah, it definitely does. Look at that. So as we move it around here, it quickly turns black. All right, potatoes
got starch in it.
Yeah, but potatoes, this is interesting. This is a baking potato, which actually has less starch in it than regular potatoes.
Really?
So it's going to be slower to turn that blackish color. What do you think about apples?
Apple? No.
You're right, it does not.
And bananas?
This one's interesting.
Ooh, does banana have starch in it? I didn't know I was going to have to do the quiz today. I thought that's why the 8th graders were here to help us figure this out.
They're gonna help us figure it out here in a bit.
Okay.
All right, so coming up, we're going to have the 8th graders test the starch contents of different food. Are you guys ready? Yeah. All right, here we go. We'll have that experiment for you coming up. Welcome back to McAuliffe Middle School. We're with the 8th graders doing a starch science experiment. So you guys put the iodine in the cup of water. What color is that? Like a tea? It kind of looks like tea. Okay, I want you to take the spoon and take a scoop of take a scoop of the starch and put it in there and stir it up. Do you guys have a pipette of iodine? Here. Whoa, that's why we have the aluminum foil and everything. Okay, cool. Great. Now take this and push this in there.
Put your starch in there.
All of it? Yep.
And
it almost immediately turns this purplish color. Isn't that cool?
You don't have just a water?
Okay, cool. So have you guys done your iodine in the other cup and put the starch in there? Okay, great. Now we're going to test out the food. Take a little bit of iodine and put it on the food items. Here, let's take a little bit of iodine, like you've got iodine right there. Put it on the bread. Let's see what happens.
Like 1 drop?
Yeah, put a little bit more than 1 drop.
Put some starch in there.
Great. And then I'll move it around with my finger. Look how it turns like a blackish color.
Stir it.
Like kind of like it's almost burnt toast or whatever.
Put some more in there.
Do you know why that would happen?
With your starch and your
Because it has starch in it. That's exactly right. All right, let's see what David's up to.
No, that's good. That was just iodine. Put up. Get a good.
Oh, y'all are doing the starch.
Yeah, now
That's
stir
great.
it up.
Stir it up good.
Stir it up. Watch what happens.
They're black.
Are you surprised?
Yes.
What do you think was going to happen?
I don't know.
Do y'all want to test some of your food items? So what was one of your hypotheses here? What did you think had starch in it?
Potatoes.
Pasta? Oh, let's try a piece of pasta then. Okay, so why don't we put some iodine on there? You go first. You put some iodine on this pasta. More than one drop. Yep, that's great. And you'll notice that it'll turn this darker color here because it has, see how it's turning black?
Yeah.
That's because it has starch in it.
Now put it on the bread and watch what happens. Watch how fast this goes. So you know, what does that tell you?
The starch.
How much?
A lot.
For it to turn that fast, that's a lot of starch in that bread. Isn't it?
Ton of starch. Okay, anybody trying a food item that we can test out? Anybody try the apple yet?
No. She's
What?
supposed to.
Oh, that's okay. Where's your, okay, so just take some with your glove and put it on the bread.
What if we make a bread sandwich with iodine?
With iodine. Put the bread down there and see what happens. Stop it up with the bread. There you go. Wow, look how dark that is. Are you surprised? Look at that. What do you think of that?
Let's
Is
try
that
something
amazing?
too. Yeah, pretty cool. Let's dump some iodine in here.
See
See what happens.
with the starch. Just pure starch. Little spillage never hurt anybody.
That's pretty cool.
That's experimentation.
So the way that this works is iodine has electrically charged molecules in it, and when it interacts with
what'd you think
starch,
of-
it emits
Hang on.
a higher electricity, and that's why we see it as blue, because blue light has a higher frequency. So it's pretty cool.
Now, a potato should have starch in it, correct?
Yeah.
But watch what happens when you put your iodine on the potato. We know what happens on the bread, right? What do you think is going to happen?
It's gonna darken up.
Okay, spread it around a little bit with your finger.
yeah.
You got your glove on, so you're good. But it doesn't turn that fast, does it?
No.
So what does that mean?
Less starch.
It has less
It
starch.
has less starch.
Very
That's
good.
exactly
but
right.
it eventually will turn because it is a potato and it should have some starch in it. Put some on the apple. Let's see what happens there.
Guys, what about the lettuce? Does lettuce turn?
What do you think?
That's gonna have a lot of starch in it.
Looks like the apple might have some, but I don't think apples
Not
do.
a lot.
do
They don't.
They don't.
There's a little bit of oxidization going on.
Put some on your banana and let's see what happens.
Banana?
Tell me what you think is going to happen.
Spread it with your finger. Yeah. Ooh.
It's still pretty light, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what does that tell you? Since it didn't turn dark, what does it tell you?
But David, look at this. This is so cool, guys. So I put it on this banana like about 3 minutes ago, and you can see how black it is now. So it does have starch in it.
Bananas do have starch. It just takes a while for it to bend. But the bread is really fast, isn't it? That bread is amazing. All right.
Hey guys, give yourselves a round of applause. That was awesome. Great job, guys. If you want to do this experiment, this is a little bit more advanced for middle school students to do. You can make sure to see all of our Science with Sarah experiments on KSAT.com. Reporting with my awesome assistant, David, from Krista McAuliffe Middle School. Sarah Spivey, back to you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Sarah and David.
Let's look out there with a live cam. Okay, we can see a roadway there. That's an improvement, 61 degrees.
But where's the airport?
Back there somewhere.
Right.
Looks better than it did. This is science and real life right there. That's a great job by Sarah, by the way. And as we look outside, yes, the fog is there. We're starting to see some of this lifting, and we're going to see some improving numbers, I think, here within the next couple of hours, as we often do this time of morning. Let's look at where the fog is right now. Still down close to zero at Stinson and Pleasanton. Randolph has been struggling all morning. Port SA, it's dropping. Castroville now dropping. So we know the fog is kind of spreading west. Seguin, New Braunfels, some improvement. And I think, again, this will eventually lift and we'll see things get quite a bit better, especially by midday. But this is a narrow corridor fog that extends from Pleasanton up to New Braunfels and then also out towards Carrizo Springs. Another check at some of the Transguide cameras. That's 37 and 410. You can see the fog is still pretty thick. I-10 and Frio, not a big deal. Visibility is just fine. And as you go out throughout town, you'll notice this. There will be some spots where we're really socked in and others where it's not so bad. That's I-10 at UTSA. Looks like they're getting ready to start some construction there on the 1604 I-10 interchange. 61 degrees right now. And that's I-10 east at 1604. You can see the fog is very thick there. KSAT 12-hour forecast. 71 noontime, 78 at 2 o'clock. We'll be up around 82 this afternoon with mostly sunny skies. Our warmest day throughout our 7-day forecast. But that all changes tonight as a cold front comes through, kicks up the winds. But how strong will those winds will be? I think we could see some gusts up to 35 miles per hour. So it's going to be fairly windy tomorrow. We'll talk more about that and what that means for the Mountain Cedar forecast, too, coming up in just a few minutes, guys.
Justin, thank you. Now to the headlines claiming federal officials may be considering a ban on gas stoves because of child health concerns.
These reports are getting a lot of attention. However, ABC's Lionel Moise explains why you shouldn't panic.
This morning, the headlines teasing a potential federal ban on gas stoves due to health concerns triggering a backlash. But this morning, officials say they're only opening a public comment period and no one is coming for your gas stove. At the heart of the issue is medical research showing nearly 13% of childhood asthma cases in the U.S. can be linked to the use of a gas stove. It's one of multiple studies looking into chemicals that enter our homes through stoves.
These are oxides of nitrogen, or NOx, that get released into our homes when we use gas to cook. And NOx are well known to contribute to asthma.
Many pollutants are odorless. Consumer Reports also looking into this.
Nitrogen dioxide is a concern because we know that it does have adverse effects on respiratory tract, respiratory illnesses, especially for sensitive individuals such as children who could have asthma, as well as elderly people who also suffer from asthma.
Rich Trumka, commissioner of the Consumer Product Safety Commission, told Bloomberg News a ban on gas stoves is on the table, but he later backtracked. The agency clarified it has not proposed any regulatory action on gas stoves at this time, adding that any regulation would involve a lengthy process which would apply only to new appliances. In the meantime, as regulators investigate, there are some steps that concerned parents can take.
The question is, what's the first best actionable thing we can do? And that is to make sure that we use hoods, we use ventilation. If we don't have those installed, can we at least try and open a window?
Consumer Reports found only 13% of homes use their range hood. Nearly 100 cities have already banned gas hookups in new construction to eliminate fossil fuels in apartment buildings. And New York's governor has also called for a ban on gas appliances statewide. Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
9:39, 61 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
When we come back, we are talking about some of the oddball gadgets and products that were showcased at the Consumer Electronics Show this past weekend.
9:42. Every year, the Consumer Electronics Show gives us a look at the latest technology, the coolest gadgets, and the oddest inventions.
And this year, there were some odd inventions, like a gadget that lets you mute yourself.
I bet you know somebody that will need this. It's called, Mute Talk, or like Mute Talk. There you go.
Yeah.
It could be good for gaming, but it was made to work with virtual reality headsets via Bluetooth. It resembles a VR headset itself. It attaches to the player's face with a wraparound strap. Think Bane from the Dark Knight.
Oh, well, that would look better than this.
Looks like a horse feeding bag when you're wearing it. Now imagine wearing that and a VR set over your eyes. We're talking instant panic attack, but you're going to look really cool.
No, it actually does not look comfortable.
I don't understand it, though. Why can't you just wear a regular mask? Does it somehow...
Or why can't you just control yourself and not be so loud?
Think noise canceling for your mouth.
Okay.
How about that? Okay?
That's so weird.
And there's also this, the SkyTed silent mask. When you wear it, you don't want to be around people that hear you. It's made of acoustic absorbing materials. You can also help callers hear you more clearly in noisy environments. So I guess if you can't afford the first one,
Go with this one.
You can have the second one.
That one looks a little more like Bane, actually.
Yeah, this one looks better. It looks more like,
I should have saved it, but if you can tell from this video, it's also an N95 mask or whatever is around anymore.
Well, that looks more comfortable as well. Well, even makeup has gone high tech, so check out the Brow Magic. It lets you swipe a printer over your brows that uses cosmetic grade ink to shape them.
What do you think, Justin? Would you use it?
Can you give it a try?
I mean, sure, but...
Well, I mean, these look good. So it's created by L'Oreal in collaboration with a Korean company that also makes a handheld temporary tattoo printer. Studied about 700 faces from around the world to determine what brows best suit different face shapes. Pretty cool. AI-based algorithms tell you, based on the shape of your face, what brow shapes are best for you. And the ink is designed to last up to 2 days, or it can be removed sooner with regular makeup remover.
Interesting.
It's very...
So it paints on your eyebrows?
Yeah, well, it kind of reminds me, do y'all remember, was it The Fifth Element?
Yeah.
Is that the movie I'm thinking about?
Yeah, so a couple different movies. Blade Runner and then Fifth Element, where it was like an electronic makeup
you put
applicator.
the girl.
And it was instant,
Yeah,
right?
she was like, beep, and it was done.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So we're headed that way. This just proves it, right?
Yeah, maybe later.
I'm not ready.
Okay. Oh, yeah, this one's a funny one. And a Japanese stuffed animal. Okay. That nibbles
I'm so glad this is her read.
on your finger. Okay, like it looks cute till you start reading it. So it's returned to the electronics show. This offers 24 nibbling patterns. It just feels like a soft toy rotating a plastic hook, adding a little finger pressure. The company behind the creation says the sensation is supposed to be giving you a comforting feeling to brighten your day, but the cat looks sad. I don't know. It's very weird.
I've got nothing.
I so this
No.
I don't know.
I don't.
Are they expensive?
Who knows?
I hope not.
They shouldn't be.
Are they free? Because they're weird?
I think if we're careful in our responses here, we won't wind up on HBO's John Oliver. So let's just leave it at that.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's just move on.
Yeah, but definitely unique. Some weird stuff. I'm sure there's normal stuff at Consumer Electronics Show too. We just happen to highlight some of the truly bizarre stuff.
Yeah. Well, we'll take the normal stuff.
It is weird.
Yeah.
That's very weird.
Yeah.
Anyway.
How do you transition
I'm
from
not
that?
sure.
Well, the weather is not weird. Fog's okay. We can deal with fog. Yeah.
Yeah, we can. And there is some fog out there. We look at the TransGuide pictures, and I'm still checking those out to see where the fog is. Southeast side still is being hit the hardest here, but visibility is down. Castroville, Port SA, Airport, Randolph, Stinson's close to zero, Pleasanton's close to zero, New Braunfels and Seguin still in that quarter-mile range. It's a small corridor here where the fog has been thick, but it's been hanging around. We've still got a little longer before it goes away. Carrizo Springs, we're seeing some improvement for you, 1.75. Everyone else is fog-free, but that is not the case. As we look out towards the airport, 61 degrees, 59 Stinson, 57 Kelly, 59 at Randolph. And we've got light winds. It was a good setup for fog this morning. We figured that we may see some, and indeed that did come to fruition. Temperature-wise, we're in the low 60s most spots. Moisture is pooled around the area, and that has allowed temperatures to stay up overnight. So 63 Boulevardy, 64 Canyon Lake, 60 in New Braunfels, 63 Pleasanton, but 59 at Stinson, which is, again, one of those spots that is seeing some pretty thick fog. I've pulled up the visible satellite picture here, and it's really kind of hard to tell where the fog is settling in because we have high clouds on top of that, but you can see some of the spots where there is some fog and cloudiness. And that'll stick around again for a little while longer before we break out in the sun this afternoon. This is a big picture. You notice that Texas is rain-free. We've got a storm system that's coming in, but we're not going to get much rain out of this, at least not here. The East Texas could get some. This front's starting to take shape here. This sweeps through Texas tonight, takes away all of that humidity that has moved in, at least temporarily, and then by tomorrow we're back in the dry air. Now, out ahead of this storm system, there's going to be some big-time wind today, gusts to 60 miles per hour in the Texas Panhandle in places like Amarillo and Lubbock, so that means blowing dust. It is always ugly up there when you get those kind of winds. There's also a high fire danger involved in that, too, because it's going to be dry and windy. For us, we're going to see some of these winds, too, as this front comes through. Midnight, winds are still pretty calm, but then the front comes through, I'd say, about 2 a.m., and then after that, winds start to pick up. So gusts close to 30, 35 by 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. It's going to be sort of a blustery morning. Temperatures aren't going to be that cold, but with these gusty winds, it'll feel kind of chilly out there. Gusts to 40 in Bernie, maybe gusts to 35, 40 in Kerrville. So a windy morning. Winds will try to calm down some as we get into the afternoon tomorrow. So if tomorrow's trash day, know that your trash can could be tipped over nearby, and then the food or whatever's in there spills out everywhere, and it's not a good situation. So just know that you want to have your trash can secured with these kind of gusts coming up tomorrow. And as I said, the winds will try to die down some by the afternoon. We also are concerned about the mountain cedar numbers. They're at 4,760 today, so they've jumped up a little bit. With this front, it's conceivable they could rise even more. Now, we're not allergists, so we can't say that for sure, but that kind of is the general idea here with these winds 15 to 25. I would imagine Thursday and Friday we'll see some pretty high cedar counts. I'd knock on wood. It hasn't been just a horrible year for mountain cedar. Kind of got a late start, but let's hope they don't jump too high. Now, temperature-wise with this cold front, we'll go from 82 today, that's the forecast high, hot and humid, to 66 tomorrow for a forecast high, windy and dry. So some pretty significant differences there. The temperature is only going to drop about 15 to 20 degrees or so, but it'll feel very different because of the lack of humidity and, again, those gusty winds. 65 Friday, 67 Saturday. Know that we'll be in the 30s both of those mornings. Could see a freeze in the hill country. Then we start to warm up by the latter part of the weekend. MLK Day, looks like there's a chance for a stray shower as a weak frontal boundary moves through. Shouldn't be a big deal. I think the weather should still be fine for all the festivities going on in the March and so forth.
You know, we kept referring to the February winter storm so often. It feels like it was a year ago, but we're coming up on 2 years since that storm. Yeah.
And, a few people forget yesterday was the anniversary. Before that winter storm, we actually got a little bit of ice and snow.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't accumulate much, but 2021 was a wild winter.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Let's just hope it stays calm.
Yes, let's
here.
Knocking on
this is not working.
Plexiglass. All right, Spurs. The Silver and Black are in Memphis tonight for that rematch. Tip-off set for 7 o'clock. Then they come back home for the big 50th anniversary game at the Alamo Dome on Friday. And traffic is going to be crazy Friday evening.
Yes.
And the downtown area, right around the Alamo Dome area.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
It will. 9:51, 61 degrees.
We'll be right back. And welcome back. It's 9:54. This year's Coachella lineup is out. The music festival's promoters tweeted a picture of the lineup poster yesterday. Headliners include Bad Bunny, Blackpink, and Frank Ocean.
Variety reports Coachella has been trying to feature more international artists and that the lineup reflects that. Coachella is scheduled for April in Indio, California.
And now to some of the top trending stories on KSAT.com. New data from a real estate company, Open Door, revealed that New Braunfels and San Antonio were two of the best places to buy real estate nationwide in 2022.
The data pulled from local multiple listing services. New Braunfels zip code 78130, which includes downtown and Green and Lake Dunlap area, came in at number 4. And San Antonio zip code 78253 came in at number 11, and that includes the Alamo Ranch area out there just west of SeaWorld.
Let's look out there with TransGuide. Some of those shots were foggy earlier. This one as well, Loop 410 at Ingram and Highway 281 at St. Mary's. Things are moving right now.
Yeah, it doesn't look too foggy there, but it's still pretty patchy around the city. We're still going to see this fog for a little while longer before the sun pops out later today. It promises to be a warm afternoon, 82. Somewhat humid, but it dries out tomorrow. The cold front turning very windy, and that's one thing I'll caution you about tomorrow morning. Gusty winds. It'll be kind of blustery to start. The afternoon will be nice tomorrow, and then we'll get some pretty chilly mornings coming up Friday and Saturday. Lows in the 30s. Not a freeze, but we may get down into the mid-30s Saturday morning.
Oh, that's quite a change.
Yes.
It is going to be a change. Afternoon's still nice, though.
Okay. I think it is trash day tomorrow for me. Uh-oh.
Yeah, don't forget.
Keep an eye out. Thanks, Justin. Have a good day.
Yeah.